I think when I thought about making my YouTube channel initially, I always saw myself speaking, and I was like, what am I going to talk about? This is me reaching out to all my photographers, makeup artists, even if it's a personal project of your own. This one is for you. I just want to inspire, encourage, uplift, motivate. Hopefully you'll get something out of this video. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name's Alicia Rose. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. Today I just wanted to talk about a bit about what's on my heart. I don't know, I feel like in the lockdown it's just giving me so much things to think about. Like, this is kind of just what I wanted to speak about for my second video. And I wanted to follow one from the positivity in the last video. First video got a lot of love, so thank you guys. My second video is how I achieved this twist. Beautiful. Gosh. If you like them, please check it out. So the middle's crocheted and then the front is braided. Okay, so what I wanted to actually touch on was just 4 points. I'm going to expand around it a little bit, but just basically how I've been feeling as a creative lately. If you follow my Instagram, I'll put the link below. You can see that I have been quite consistent. I've been pushing out a lot of work. I do makeup. My Instagram, you will see that. In the beginning of the lockdown, I felt very motivated, very inspired. I was creating a lot of content. I was doing makeup. I did my first get ready with me, which you can find on my Instagram also. And I was just doing a lot. And then I kind of got to a stage where I just kind of stopped. Like the zeal, the passion, the motivation wasn't there. I also was looking at content that everybody else was doing, and I was just kind of like, wow, like if I could edit like this, or if I wish I had all these clothes, I could show all these different looks. Maybe I'm missing something. Yeah, and there's times, I will admit, there's times, as a creative, I look at my work and I compare it. Am I ever going to get the recognition? That takes away from the creativity, that takes away from me enjoying what I'm doing. I only started actually taking my Instagram seriously more or less like the latter part of last year, and so like I cleaned up my page, and then I was like, okay, let me take it seriously, let me take some nice pictures. When people do jump onto my Instagram, they're always like, oh, okay, and I'm just like, what you want me to do? And I just want to put myself out there, and I just said to myself, like, if I don't put myself out there, who is going to find me? People ain't gonna come digging for you. You have to put yourself out there. And I feel like the more I put myself out there, the more confidence I grew. It is a very, very, what would I say? What word would I say? It's scary. Scary is the first thing that comes to me. But yeah, it can be overwhelming, like putting yourself out there, saying, hey guys, this is me, this is what I do. Because at the end of the day, online is a very judgmental place. I think I've come to a place where I'm like so much more happier. Like the more I put out there, the more I bare my soul, the more I do what I do and put it out there, is the more that I feel genuinely happy and better in myself, that I've taken that step to do that. A lot of people let fear hold them back as to why they don't go off and do things that they say they want to do. I think when I thought about making my YouTube channel initially, I always saw myself speaking, and I was like, what am I going to talk about? I haven't gone through life yet. I don't have life experiences yet. I haven't reached where I want to reach yet before I can actually talk to people and guide people and help people. But when sharing my story and my truth, I feel like this is what I'm meant to be doing. So yeah, so I wanted to share 5 tips. Number 1, I would say, one of the things I want to share with you creatives is frequency versus consistency. We often get carried away, but we need to post daily. We need to make sure that we're, keeping our audience engaged. I think I fell into that trap where I was basically trying to post every single day or every single second day, and obviously going through my phase where I just kind of sat back and was just like, I didn't really sit back, but I wasn't really feeling to create no more, and I was down on myself, like, looking at Instagram, like, oh, you should be doing this, like, jump on this challenge, jump on TikTok. Let's just take a minute, okay? Like, Frequency beats consistency, but consistency is showing up and doing exactly what you said you're going to do, and upholding that standard which you want to uphold. And sometimes that means taking a break, sometimes that means going away, have that me time, you know, reflecting, looking at your work, thinking, how can I do better? Have that time as well to just praise yourself, like, wow, you know, you really did well. Yeah, and so the second tip, believe in your craft, okay? So there is a quote, I'm gonna try to find it and put it up, but there is a quote about vision. How I remember the quote, it says, the vision was given to you, not to them, and that's why they can't see it. Believing in your craft means that you know when to show up. Don't try to follow everything that's trendy or everything that everybody else is doing. If you create a niche, or you've pathed your own lane, you've pathed your own way, and you know, you're not just imitating other people, because there's no individuality in that, there's no uniqueness in that, and everybody's seen it before. That leads on to my third point about everybody's done it before, but not you. Our creative markets are saturated. Like, you jump on Instagram, you see thousands of makeup artists, you see thousands of photographers, thousands of influencers. What we need to do, and I'm speaking to myself as well while speaking to you, is just to understand that we're all individuals, we're all unique. Whatever I bring into the table, it's different. If you've got that vision, if you've got that mindset, okay, I see where I'm gonna go, I've got a plan, I've got a structure. I know that if I do this for X amount of time, I practice for X amount, I'll learn how to edit like this. Maybe you might have to skip a whole trend. Maybe that trend ain't for you. So the fourth point I wanted to share with you was growth is growth. And it's self-explanatory. Growth is growth, no matter how big or small. Growth is growth. This day and age, 2020, we're all seeking instant gratification. We want it now. You know, we've put out our best piece of content and we want it to be reposted, or we want the recognition and we want it now. Patience is just key. Like, at the end of the day, you keep doing what you're doing and your audience will find you. You have an audience. Personally, I think I found comfort in knowing that I don't have to please everybody. Everybody is not your audience. If you have a niche, if you have a specific thing that you're doing, then you need to bear in mind that it's not going to be for everyone, and that's okay. And your true audience will find you, and they will love your content, they will love everything you do. So I don't need to break my back trying to please everyone with my content. My audience, the audience for me, will appreciate it. I thought it was useful and worth it to share that. I came across something recently, and it was talking about your passion, and it was saying your passion does not have to be linked to money. Majority of us believe, I think, like, oh, if you're passionate about it, you know, especially in this day and age, go and monetize it. You could be making so much money with that. That's just like my cousin. I'm gonna use her as an example. So she loves skincare, knows everything about skincare. Like, she'll post on her Instagram about skincare. She has all the skincare products, these brands like The Ordinary. Myself and others have told her, like, you can make money off that. Like, why don't you do an online course? Like, why don't you do something? She was like, but, you know, I love doing it, but it's not for money. I don't want to do it for money. Also, passions can change. So you can have a passion, it's served its time, it's served its purpose in your life, and then that passion goes. It means that you don't have to seek approval. You don't need to seek validation. As a creative, we need to protect our creative space. And this means basically just blocking out things that don't serve us. So if you don't have a creative friend, then you won't know this. But if you have a creative friend, then you will know that they're always talking about what they want to do, what their next project is or whatever. I'm not saying 24/7, but it will come up. You need to protect your positivity and your peace, just like you would protect your, I don't know, protect your money then. You wouldn't leave your money laying around, you wouldn't post your address online, you wouldn't do certain things, you know. And I think that's the same way you should not just let anybody come and destroy. People are out there and they're at war with themselves, and so you cannot let them come and try to destroy what you have going on. You need to surround yourself with positive people. That's basically just protecting your peace. Like, you don't want people coming and projecting their fears, all their negativity. You don't want them projecting that onto you. I hope this was informative. I hope it basically encouraged you or inspired you. You know, make sure that you're looking after yourself, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. So make sure your mental health, physical health, everything's in check. Make sure you've taken some time out yourself to regroup, basically just reflect, basically take a break, and when it's time to come back and like basically just smash it. We have reached the end of my video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please let me know in the comments if this has inspired you. Let me know if you'd like to see anything else along this type of subject, and I will see you in the next video.